everyone, today I'll be reviewing this series. It dropped a couple of days ago on Netflix. It's called The Playlist, and I had no idea this show was about actually origin story about this huge platform called Spotify. This is one of the hit platform out there where you can listen to music. In these days, I guess you have to pay a fee for streaming service. This is basically music streaming service, and this show mainly it focus on how it was created and all the machinery behind it. And each episode, this show does focus on how everything came together. Especially each episode, you do see how this tech entrepreneur, this young guy who comes up with this idea about music streaming service. Then we see in one episode the industry behind it. In one episode, you see the law behind it. In one episode, you see, like, each episode it focuses on all the things. I thought this show, it was a wonderfully made. Overall, this show, it's a fictional story that I was reading on the website. So this is not based on true story or anything. It's a fictionalized story about this, young entrepreneur, how he created this Spotify. And overall, this show, I will say, it was very interesting watch. However, the way it just ends like that. I guess it was not trying to say anything about anything. It was just here to tell you about how it was created, about this origin story. So how it ends, it will leave some people like, whoa, that's it. That's what you will feel end of this show. However, watching it was interesting because you do learn about how everything works, copyright stuff. My favorite episode, actually, that one is called The Artist. I really like that episode because in that episode we see how this singer, she was actually struggling to live her daily life. She doesn't have money or nothing. She's not gaining anything from this Spotify, and they do focus on that, but nothing resolve end of it, I guess. Because this streaming service, they are so complicated. Although these are complicated subject, but this show tried to show you in a clear vision. So that is what I liked about this show, I would say. Although overall watching was very interesting, especially the center actor. He is very likable, but same time I feel like his character always doesn't speak to you. You know what I mean? He's not a flashy character. He gets all this money. Although I don't know how much it is. At first we see him, he was trying to get into Google. A lot of stuff happened to him in this show. But he's not very, in a way, I felt like he was very stoic character. But although you like watching him, but you're like, whoa. But that's how all the rich people are out there. So, they are simple, and I guess they find the idea, they go after it. You know what I mean? He was, at first he did get paid off, then he was like, oh, why don't I do this? Overall, the show, it does bring you aware about Spotify, which is a huge music streaming platform. This show does bring awareness to it, but I don't think many people are watching this show because many people actually don't know what this show is about. Because on Netflix, they're not saying it out loud. Oh, it is the origin story for Spotify. But still, it is a fictional story they're saying. So, on Netflix, nobody actually knows. I don't see this show was trending anywhere. So I don't actually know how many people are watching it. But I thought it was interesting watch. I really liked, I guess, the production design, the way it was shot. Characters are mildly interesting. Not all of them are, as I was saying, very interesting, but they're okay. My favorite character, I will say, the singer, because I really felt for her. Overall, it was a good watch from me, and that's my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.